So I'm going to tell you guys about the time that my mother-in-law threw a tantrum when I wouldn't give her my very first paycheck, and when she complained to my husband about me not combining my bank account with hers. So as all you guys know, my husband is Indian. His whole family's Indian. Obviously, culturally, we have a few different views. So in my husband's family, him, his mom, his dad, his sister, they all have a combined bank account. And at the time, they would literally take money out of my husband's account. They'd put money in. They'd question him on his transactions. It's just something that I didn't really agree with. But again, it's not my family, and I'm not going to question it. You guys do what you want to do. When I got my very first paycheck for my first big girl job, they kept harassing me for days after. Where is it? How much money was it? Why haven't you given it to us yet? It's your duty to give it to us. And I very calmly explained to them, listen, this is your culture and that's cool, but I don't do that, and I'm not going to. I just had a daughter. We really could have used the money, and we were moving soon, so there'd be no point for me to give you my first paycheck. Well, they went behind my back a couple months later and complained to my husband that I was not joining their bank account with them. Of course I wasn't. This is my money that I earn, and I'm not going to have you question all of my transactions. But this continued to be a fight for months after because they didn't really fully comprehend why I didn't want to share my bank account with all of them.
Because you don't need to give them your money.
Crazy ex-mother-in-law. Mine used to refer to me with the N-word to let you know what she thought of me. So I separate from her son, and there's a weekend she calls me up and she wants to take her granddaughter out, which, my daughter. I told her no, because I had other plans that weekend, and that was on a Friday. That Monday, that woman was in court. She went to court and she told the court that she knew I was people while I was at work, that the companies that I worked for were in on it and they were okay with it. She also told the court that she believed I was buying and selling. She also told the court she believed I was selling myself. She also told the court that she knew I was bipolar, that I was schizophrenic, that I was delusional, and a whole plethora of other wild accusations. And the other reason she did that? She was asking for full custody of my daughter. That happened in 2012. We're in 2020 now. She lost that lawsuit. She hasn't stopped suing me. Back-to-back lawsuits. I think we're on lawsuit number 23.
Bruh, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Gotta be careful who you marry, you know what I mean? Crazy mother-in-law and I was alone in this convo, but it all started because I didn't want to wash windows outside while pregnant.
Honey, one thing I'm not is
but you get into my face, like.
Babe, you feel people getting in your face.
Alan, you don't see it.
Babe.
You don't see it. Like, I don't know, you're used to this, but I'm not.
You're not used to it because you're not used to your
I'm
parents.
not. Okay, almost like, literally, it goes like that.
You're not used to parents telling you shit.
That's
the thing. I told you.
No, that's
you
not
were
the thing. Like,
cradled your feelings when you were younger.
I don't care.
I didn't have that luxury. I was told.
I don't change for him.
I don't want you to change for me. At least just, you say you care so much for your granddaughter, then don't put me through all this emotional stress.
Just do the shit you're supposed to.
All you got, and what she means by that is just tell her.
Freaking communicate. It's
That's
very
it.
easy.
I told you, I'm not
allowed
gonna
to
talk.
work. You don't need to prove
I'm
it.
not.
If you're not allowed to work, all you have to do is relay the message
first of
to
all,
her.
like
That's
I
it.
told you, okay,
And
you
I
can tell your mom
understand
because
why
why?
she upset, but
Why
also-
did I told you to tell your mom because of why?
You can grow up in a household where your parents tell you to do stuff like chores and shit, but not when you're a grown adult. She's pregnant. Mother-in-law should be helping out. End of story. Am I the a-hole for calling the police on my mother-in-law? I, 28 female, got married to my husband, 34 male, a week ago. We got engaged about a year ago, and when I was engaged, my mother gave me a pair of earrings, which she said every woman for generations in our family has worn to their weddings. They are 4-carat dangling earrings, and they are worth a lot. I felt very honored to be given them, and it made me feel closer to my grandmother who had died 2 months prior. About 3 months after that, I went wedding dress shopping with my mother, my sister, and my fiance's mother. I brought all the jewelry that I would be wearing to my wedding to see how they would match the dresses. When I put the jewelry on, my mother-in-law kept going on and on about how gorgeous the earrings were. I found the dress of my dreams and bought it. On the day of my wedding, I had everything ready in my room. My wedding dress, my flowers, my shoes, my makeup, and my jewelry. I was in there with my soon-to-be mother-in-law. I then needed to go to the toilet, but when I came back, my mother-in-law was gone. I wasn't sure what had happened, but I just thought maybe she got called away to do something. Then I noticed my earrings were gone. I knew straight away that she had taken them. I found her and confronted her, and she said she didn't take them. I asked if I could look through her bag, and she said no, and I gripped onto it. I said if she didn't let me look, I would call the police, which I then did, and she still wouldn't let me look. The police arrived and searched her, and the earrings were found in her bag. They were returned to me, and they asked if I wanted to press charges. I wanted to talk to my fiance first and he said he would support me if I wanted to. I didn't want to decide in that moment, so I just ignored it and had a great night. That was a week ago, and ever since then, I've been getting loads of threatening messages and calls from my husband's side of the family. Why? Did you steal something? My mother-in-law has been sending me extremely hateful texts, and I think I want to press charges, but I'm still not sure if it's a good idea. She can't send you hateful texts from jail. However, she not only stole from you, she's now harassing you and threatening you. 3 crimes. She will go to jail. Not eye-hole. Why is it always the mother-in-law?
So these are my mother-in-law's reasons as to why she doesn't like me.
Okay.
My husband went to West Point. So proud of him. I went to a university in Texas and got my degree in education. While my husband became a military officer, I became a teacher. Since I am a teacher, I do not make a lot of money, and to her, that is just not a person that is progressing in life and doing well for themselves. I've been with my husband for 6 years and we've been married 2. I've only met my mother-in-law twice, and that was in the beginning when we first started dating. And from that brief time, she decided I wasn't worthy of my husband's love. When it came time to my husband wanting to propose, she told him to choose a relationship with her or a marriage with me, and he chose.
Period. I always find it weird when the mother gives the ultimatum that's choose a lifetime of happiness or your mother.
Story time about my narcissistic mother-in-law and our wedding. So to this day, my mother-in-law complains that she was treated like at our wedding, her reasoning being that she didn't get enough attention paid to her and I didn't speak to her enough at the reception. Weddings are stressful as it is for a bride, and they're super busy, but my wedding day wasn't easy. I was woken up by my mom banging on my door, telling me that my sister there was something really wrong with her, and she has really severe cerebral palsy. So I went in there. My sister wasn't breathing at all. She was completely unresponsive, and I literally thought she was dead. Luckily, she came back to right when we were about to start CPR, but I was immediately rushed off to do my hair and my makeup and photos because we were behind. And then again at the reception, my sister got really sick, and so I wasn't even at my whole reception because I was worried about her and checking up on her. And my mother-in-law doesn't care about that. She just cares that she was wronged. She doesn't even care that I didn't get the day I wanted. It was all about her.
Where was your mother-in-law when all of this stuff was happening with your sister? Was she partying and having fun at the wedding?
What is the most f***ed up thing an in-law has ever said or done to you?
So these are my wedding pictures. This is my husband.
Okay.
That's a stepmom in white.
You're doing it on purpose, clearly. Everybody knows you're not supposed to do that. So don't judge your mother-in-law until you've walked a day in her shoes. I see what you did there. For the record, those would be very hard to walk in. Come on, you'd trip.
My son just posted on Instagram that he has a girl at his house, and I think she slept over, so we're heading over right now to go meet her.
Oh. Mortified. No. What the hell?
Hi guys! How are you?
Happy
Mother's Day!
That's not funny. Why'd you do that? You trying to scare her away? Is that what you're doing? I get it, yeah. You did! You did. I am at an absolute loss of words right now. My fiance told me that his mother-in-law has chosen a dress for our wedding that she wanted to show me. Our wedding is in November of 2022, mind you, and we haven't even started to look for dresses yet. I have absolutely no idea what to do right now. I haven't told my fiance yet, as he's an absolute mama's boy and don't want to stir up any drama. What do I even say here? Please help me. Edit, I will be praying every night that she texts me back, psych, but unfortunately this woman is just unimaginably vile and two-faced. Hi Sue, how are you? Mark told me that you already got a dress for our wedding? Someone's excited for the wedding, lol. We weren't planning on ordering ours until after Christmas. Well, it's my first son you're marrying. I told my baby I had a dress and did not purchase one. Oh, okay, could I see it then? I'm sure it's stunning on you. That's a literal wedding dress. That's a wedding dress. You want to wear a wedding dress to my wedding? You have already seen it. Did I not just show you my wedding album last weekend? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but you're planning on wearing your wedding dress to our wedding? We could help you find a similar one if that fits our planned colors instead. Do not play these games with me, you skank. It's my son's wedding and I'm paying for over half of it. I will wear whatever freaking dress I please. And if you have something to say about it, well, good luck to your family, because Lord knows they are too poor to afford it, seeing as I am already paying for more than half. Don't you dare even think about trying to ruin this moment for me. You know the rest of my children will not get married in my lifetime, and this is the only wedding of my children that I will be a part of. The bride messages her fiance to ask him what to do about the psycho woman that birthed him, that wants to wear a wedding dress to their wedding. So I asked your mother to see the dress she wanted to wear, and it turned out to be her own wedding dress. Not sure if you know, but it's incredibly rude to wear white, let alone a wedding dress, to a wedding. Not sure if you're aware, but I know you're really close with your mom, but this is how she treats me and others as soon as you or James or the twins aren't around. I know you've talked to her in the past about it, but she never changes. That is not my mother. That is a demon in her skin. Don't doubt ya. I know she can be cruel to others, but skank, are you freaking me? You're beautiful. I love you. Oh, I'm calling her on my break. Scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Yep, tried twice and left a voicemail the second time. She called back 12 times, but I was teaching my class, so obviously couldn't answer. I asked Jamie to talk to her once he's home from school, but that was completely unacceptable. If she doesn't want to be respectful toward you and your decisions, then she will not be there, simply put. If she doesn't want to support us, then that's her own issue, and she will miss her wedding. I love how she's like turned it, but it's my son's wedding. I know that's hard for you, babe. I know you love her, and it hurts to exclude her from such an important milestone, but I'm glad you can see past her BS. Well, it was my whole family who even insisted we had a reception in the first place. I know you're excited about planning this and everything, but if it comes down to it, I'm fine with just not having it. We can just finally honeymoon. And this is what happened with the mother. Mom, what is actually wrong with you? How can you talk to her like that? What you said to her was horrible. I literally cannot believe you did that. Imagine how awful she must feel right now. She has been nothing but kind to you and our family. The amount of disrespect you showed her is appalling, and I'm literally speechless right now. How dare you? Do you have no respect? We have been so gracious to accept you into our family, and this is how you repay us, by making our family look like horrible people to the Facebook. You should be ashamed of yourself. How could you make me look so bad? You can finally have my blessing to leave my son alone. Bad word for a female dog. This is completely uncalled for. I simply asked for you to respect the wishes of our wedding and even offered to accommodate you with a different dress that's more appropriate for a wedding. Your dress is very lovely, Sue, but it's just not okay to wear white to someone else's wedding, let alone a wedding dress. I'm sorry you feel this way, but please just think about how your behavior will affect Mark and our day. I cannot believe that this is even real. All right, so we're going to read some of the responses. Let's face it, the comments are the best part. Tell her you've had to push the wedding back a week. Bingo. She can wear what she wants that day, and you'll already be married. Not right, your day being remembered for the fact that she showed up in a wedding dress. I'd go away somewhere, just the two of you and a select few others, and do it your own way. Nah, let her wear her dress. She will be a great discussion for people and give everyone a good laugh. I mean, that's a good point. But it's still kind of like stealing the spotlight, which isn't okay. It's not about laughing. I personally think that's too much. Tell your fiance what she's planning and then get married without her. Also tell her what to do with her half of the money. What type of mother would do that? Trying to ruin her son's wedding day? Sounds like my mother. Narcissist. Will pay for something only with a hidden agenda. This being to have all the attention on herself and not the bride, but in this instance she's proving how cray-cray she is. I almost said cra-cra. I think you mean cray-cray, right? Cray-cray. I haven't heard that in a while. I say let her get on with it and be the laughing stock. Use it to your advantage. Everyone will know what an attention-seeking old woman she is. It would make her look pathetic and, in my opinion, a bit unstable. Or go the whole hog and ask everyone to turn up in a wedding dress. That will scupper her plans of holding the limelight. That's not a bad idea. Why don't we all just wear wedding dresses? It'll be fun. Get out. If she can do this now, she will do more disrespectful things other times, and it will be a lifetime battle. You're not wrong. Sounds kind of like you're marrying into hell. It will be a lifetime battle with your husband, and he loves his mother dearly. I think you mean unless. Unless you have a good relationships with her. If you don't, you'll be marrying her too. Good luck with all of that. Stay strong. I'm sorry, but I would run as fast as I could away from that wedding. Imagine what she'll be like after the wedding. No way I could tolerate that. Why? I can't think of any reason why anyone but the bride would want to wear a wedding dress to a wedding. All right, guys, that's all there is to this story, unfortunately. I'm assuming that they, I'm hoping that they worked it out. But I gotta be honest, yeah, if that's the family you're marrying into, you gotta think seriously about that. I appreciate that the husband stuck up for her. But, yeah, that sounds like it might be a little too much trouble. Depends on how much you love him. Am I right, ladies? Can't even fathom that right now. Like, can't even fathom how much you would need to love someone to marry into that family.